2001 or 2002, round of 12 for Northern Iowa.
Those of you sitting at home tuning in, watching this broadcast, don't be afraid to log in, make a few comments, and pop up there. We will indeed interact with you.
Absolutely.
We try to make this fun for you guys and enjoyable. This is wrestling, the best sport in the world. We want to share it with everybody. We want to know where you're watching from, who you are, what you're doing. So don't be scared.
Absolutely. Those sentiments pretty much dead on.
Including the don't be scared part?
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Claude Joe and Goebel push out for Goebel. 1:07 go in period number 2. Jordan Holm in the blue, Minnesota Storm. A somewhat well-documented story about Mr. Holm. Gets out of federal prison in April. Enters the Northern Plains, wins both styles, had not wrestled in 8 years. Comes back.
Organized wrestling, anyways.
Well, he is obviously he vehemently contests his sentence. You know, he's one of these guys that you talk to him, you feel like he was wrong. You can find out more about that, and Kyle Klingman's done some interviews with him in Win Magazine and on the Mat Station. Won't really go into too many details about that, but coming back and wrestling is what he's got. Training with Dan Chandler up in Minnesota, and he's actually going to move out to Boise for a bit and train with Yvonne. But 8 years off. He was a junior world teamer or university world teamer in 2001, and then comes back for the 2010 trials. So
impressive.
Yeah, he's. You know, you spend any time with him, you sit until I talked to him for about 20 minutes earlier today up in the stands just to see what was up, and 1 point for Goebel. So kind of an upset brewing here over on 3. I mean, it's still just a period, but the second period going to go to Brittany Goebel of OCU. She knocked off Kristen Pacey and is now going into a third period with Aaron Claudio. No score here with Holm and Haight. Now, Cheney, another nice kid. You know, Utah came out of Yvonne's program as a youngster in Utah, then went up to Northern Michigan, part of that depth, and he is the first wave to graduate of the reorganized USOEC. The USOEC has been up at Northern Michigan for a long time, but it's in the last 5 or 6 years where you've really seen the Greco program build its depth through the USOEC. And one of those Missouri boys was on the world team this year.
What do you think's making the
actually 2 of those Missouri boys?
What's made the difference in the last 5 years out there? Jason Whitehead's all of a sudden.
I think Gordy Morgan starting it and really picking things up. Yvonne coming in and really having a group like Harry Lester, Jake Fisher in that crew to really get behind Spencer Mango, Nate Engel, all those guys in that mix. So I think it was dedication. I think it was having a group of guys willing to work in Greco and dedicate their wrestling careers to Greco. You know, you don't have 16 weigh-ins a year. It doesn't kill your body. You have a few weigh-ins a year. You're training in the style full-time that you're going to wrestle, so it's none of the switching stuff. So I think that specialization has allowed the Northern Michigan group that's coming through to really reestablish the bar. And you know what's happened? It's forced the Army to really get after it again, and now as they get out of Northern Michigan, look for careers. The Army and the world-class athlete program has benefited from that because there are wrestlers that have graduated from Northern Michigan that either go to Boise with Yvonne or join the Army. So I think our senior level programs are benefiting from the developmental aspect of Northern Michigan University.
Well, excellent job they've been doing. Hopefully they continue to produce top level quality Greco wrestlers.
And women's freestyle as well up there. So
you bet. Can't get enough of that.
Third period, no score with under a minute to go with Claudio and Goebel. Claudio in the red. That's over on mat 3. Jordan Holm won the first period 1-0, defending Cheney Haight from the top position. Now with 15 to go till we get to parterre. Looks like Zeke doing some sorting of the, well, never mind, we won't go into that. I don't think we're supposed to see that.
What's that?
Whatever Zeke's doing over here.
Andrew Howe is wrestling.
Yes. Tomorrow, Howe and Bubba could be an interesting matchup. Mosafe's in there at 74, as well as JPO.
JPO is the latest resident athlete at the training center. 3 red confirmed, and Claudio looks like she's going to dodge a bullet. And Archie Randall got a challenge. Jordan Holm with the tight gut wrench. Gonna try to go to the far side. Readjusts his lock. Cheney slipping out. Jordan trying to go back up to a high gut. Under 10 to go. Two and one, so Cheney Haight gonna defend, win the period. We go to a third here in Greco at 84.
It's about the third time we've seen a third period of these finals, I think.
Not been very many, that's for sure. A little early to be playing na 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 hey 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 goodbye. So we got a challenge over on mat 3 with Claudio and Brittany Goebel. $15 underway, 15 gone by in period number 2. 3 red, confirmed, and then another point for red, so Claudio going to be up 4-0. High dive attempt, trying to head throw as Goebel. Time's going to run out. Sweep single, and that'll do it. So Aaron Claudio into the finals to take on Christy Davis. Claudio really had a problem with Goebel, who fought pretty tough throughout there, forcing the third period. Minute to go, 30 to get to parterre. This will be a ball draw situation if there is no scoring.
Cheney's going to go and wrestle Uzi, huh? 96.
Third and final period, 50 seconds left. Something's going to give here, one way or another.
And here we go to the draw. Who's it going to be? Blue. So Holm will be on top. We'll need to score. Attention blue. Looks like Holm jumped the start. Or did not touch and then start. Holm trying to lock up his gut. Haight heavy on the hips. 15 to go. You really only have one good chance, maybe two if you're fast enough to get something out of this. Cheney fighting, building a wide base. Not even allowing Holm to get any pressure whatsoever. Holm slips off, and that'll do it. So Cheney Haight will defend, hold on, and move on to face Chaz Betts in the finals.
Just super tough when you're stuck on bottom, Jason. Oh, excuse me, on top. To get a turn there in 30 seconds, and as we see,